Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So, SINoALICE Global is quickly approaching its last 2 weeks. Let's look at the state of the game and my account, and talk a little about the JP shutdown just announced, and some thoughts relating this to near reincarnation and the greater mobile game industry. Also, there is a SINoALICE news video coming out October 31st on the official global YouTube channel. I'll link to the channel below. I will not live blog it because it will be subtitled in English. It's not a live stream either, which is generous, but I might make a follow-up video if there's enough in there to talk about. Speaking real quick about that global channel, I was surprised that there was as much content in there as there was. With global versions of Japanese mobile games, they never get as much developer communication, and with Near Reincarnation there is zero extra communication, but for SINoALICE there is some news and live streams. I hear from some SINoALICE players, thank you for the comments on that, about how global is not getting this quality of life or that quality of life, and that is puzzling and unfortunate. But doing some research, they are making some kind of special efforts for global, so I think it's going a little bit too far to say that there's no effort being put into global. Alright, but let's read the news. And then everything in here is on the older side from, last month or whatever. But some of it is ending, and then I want to think about what could be in the game the last 2 weeks. And then also I have to exchange some coins because they will stop being good the 31st. Oh, but here, this is the announcement for the YouTube video. There's a link in there. I recommend everybody watch that. Here's the letter from the producer. So here we have a little bit of details of what's coming. And then I forget where it was. Maybe it was roadmap. Okay, yeah. Here we are. The last main story chapter will be available for 2 weeks, starting from October 31st. And then, as I signed into the game today, they announced the winners of the last Colosseum Sin, so that's done for. JP has that coming later. Alright, and then we can talk about my account here. I admit, since clearing Act 4, I haven't been working on Act 5 at all. It's just too tough. And that killed any motivation I had, other than to play just as a collector, doing the hard quests, collecting currency, and then pulling the guaranteed first-time hatcher every day. And let's do that now, actually. We'll do this one, just the free single. Can't expect much from this. Oh, and I'm putting in, the music that I like in the background. It's from the Fusion chapter. There's some kind of like techno or ambient songs in there, and I like them, so we'll use them here. Okay, here's a free 10-shot once per day. Yes, okay. Okay, and then finally we'll do the once a day, Tales Untold. This will give me a guaranteed new SR costume. And then I'm not going to pull this anymore, because now I'll have exactly enough coins to exchange for 2 costumes, and then 1 book to awaken it, or whatever the terminology is. Alright, let's see if we can get more than 1 new guy. Aladdin, okay, cool. Okay, can we get more? Oh! Ooh, very cool. Alright. This looks like a more recent Cinderella. I guess some of the more recent ones have been like, half demon or half nightmare or something. Don't ask me to explain any of that. Okay, very cool. Alright, then let's do some exchanges. Let's claim the coin here, the Medal of Desire. And let's go back to Grimoire. We'll go in anywhere, we'll go to Medal Exchange, and then let's go to here, the Medal of Desire. I also have to turn in these bonus Arcana medals, but these are good for just the books to awaken, so I'll do that off camera. Also have to turn in these Maple medals. I don't know how much I can get for 3,000 though. Okay. But first priority is to get 3 little pigs, but I might have pulled all of the ones available in here already. And then what I should do before the game shuts down is kind of go through all the costumes. Not even do like a formal fashion check, because I don't know as much about women's fashion as I do men's. But just to give some kind of light impressions about which ones I like. I do like Gretel. Maybe I want to get more costumes of her. Him? Ah, here we are. Okay, I guess I haven't pulled this yet. It's very generous that they let us just look at all of them before we pull. Like, as a collector, you know, I wouldn't even need to exchange. I could just look at them here. Alright, but let's get them. All one of them. And I believe that's the only 3 little pigs available for exchange. But let's keep looking. There might be one that I missed. Ah, Pinocchio. I like Pinocchio too. Little Match Girl, she's kind of a funny character. She's kind of the straight man of all of them in here. She's the one kind of looking around and like, she's like, everyone is crazy. Oh, there's another 3 little pigs. Alright, well, that makes my decision easy. Alright, let's get them. Yeah, 3 little pigs. That's a genius bit of character design there. Alright. Okay, that 500, I can exchange that for a book. I'll think about that later. Alrighty. Alright, but anyway, I've been playing the game as a collector, basically, and nothing wrong with that. That's a totally legit way to enjoy a mobile game. But now is not really the time. I should have been working on the main story this last month so that I can see Global's conclusion. But yeah, I've been saying this forever, but in mobile games, I don't like when story, especially main story, is walled off behind higher difficulty content. I've heard some people argue that story is better when it's earned, and then they don't offer any reason beyond that. I don't believe that because we can't forget the casual players, and there are many of them, who are here mostly for the characters, world, music, and story. I would count myself among them here. Experiencing the story should not be a point of stress, and we are seeing the developers address this even in console games like Nier Automata and then the remake of Nier Replicant, where they have auto battle modes specifically for those casual players that just want to enjoy the story and world. But it seems like, based on the JP announcement from a couple of days ago, that they will hand out help for folks to see that final conclusion. And here, I wanted to ask anyone who played the Taiwan version what their last few weeks look like, as far as how deep in the main story did it go, what kind of campaigns and promotions were there, how much developer communication was there, how much stuff did they give you, how possible was it to advance through the story to its end. But yeah, if there's no special help in Global to get me through Act 5, then I need to get it from somewhere else. I don't know what to do, so I'm asking for help and advice here from the comments. I have an idea to ask my friends list to put up like strong Snow White or Red Riding Hood. Those are my strongest costumes. And then I'll just kind of blaze through their stories to make a beeline to the conclusion of Act 5, just so I can get access to Act 6. and then read the stories that I skipped online. I'm wondering if that's the right way to go. And then if you know any resources where I can read the stories online, including the future JP and then the Taiwan ending stories, I would love to know about them. Part of why I am playing and covering SINoALICE at the end here is as kind of a dry run for Near Reincarnation. SINoALICE looks like it is pulling out all the stops for the end, and I hope, not quite expect, but hope, that Near Reincarnation will do the same at its shutdown. What we are looking at here could act as a preview, but in Near Reincarnation I predict that Global and JP will play out pretty much the same. And my goal with Near Reincarnation is to get as many people an experience similar or better than what I have had with SINoALICE here, but it will require an attitude shift. I think a lot of people were surprised that I picked up SINoALICE after it was announced it was shutting down, but it's a question about, what we value about mobile games. The other day I was thinking about my time in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and when it was good, it was really good, maybe the best mobile gaming ever. But I understand that even if the game's still around, that meta that I enjoyed is long gone. The game has changed and moved on, and what I have are my memories and the time capsule videos that I made during that time. And it's a case of better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. I imagine it will be an uphill battle to convince people to pick up Near Reincarnation after shutdown is announced, but I believe in the game. It is worth experiencing and making memories of, just like SINoALICE here. Okay, that'll do it for the video. I do want to stress again, the official YouTube channel will be releasing a video in the next couple of days, and in it I suspect that they will lay out what's happening the final 2 weeks, and they will reflect on the journey of the game, and thank the users, and all that kind of stuff. Alright, I look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.